So the Miami Dolphins had a lot of things to like this season. Tyreek Hill, obviously coming over from the Chiefs, was a big help. Christian Wilkins, Jalen Phillips on the defensive side of things. Cater Kahu being a gem to find, an undrafted free agent. But there are certainly guys that now you got to look at and objectively critique them as to whether they should be a Dolphin going into next season. We already made one video on Mike Gesicki, but I want to take a little more, a bigger look as to what exactly is wrong / went wrong with Mike Gesicki. So Mike Gesicki never really seemed to pair up well with Tua, around 350 yards this year. And it looks like since Tua is sticking with quarterback, you want to put people around him to give him as much success as possible. And just Mike Gesicki wasn't that this year for the Miami Dolphins. Mike Gesicki was the big body option. He's 6'6", around 250 pounds, and he was that big target. We saw that in the back of the end zone with the Ravens. If anybody's going to get a jump ball, it's most likely going to be him, unless Tua decides to throw a jump ball to Tyreek Hill like he did week 1 against the Patriots and just get blessed because Tyreek Hill is an incredible athlete. That happens. But Mike Gesicki's time with the Dolphins looks like it's all but over, and he didn't really help himself. I still don't think he's technically broken a tackle in his NFL career, and that just baffles me. You're 6'6", 250 pounds. I'm only going on that based off of what he officially is. I wouldn't be surprised if that weight is a little fluffed, because he's not built. He's got pretty small legs for a football player. He's got no upper body. And what that's led to is he's not been able to break free from those tackles, especially around the legs, and he's not been able to, shove people off of him. He's rode tackles a little bit where he gets maybe 2 or 3 extra yards, but he just can't break free. So what does he provide to the Dolphins offense? He can go up and get a ball, and that is something that is helpful. But the money that he's probably going to want, the $10 to $15 million, is something that I'm just not willing to pay. I'd be much more willing to find a tight end like a Gerald Everett who's bouncing around a little bit, but does a better job and gets better results, honestly, what we've seen this year. Durham Smythe, while he's not going to lead the team in reception yards anytime soon, not going to lead the team in receiving yards anytime soon, he fits the offense. Gesicki can't block. Gesicki can't necessarily get open. The offense is designed to get players running open and get the ball into their hands. Gesicki can't get open. He doesn't have breakaway speed. He doesn't have breakaway strength. So what exactly does he do good? Yes, he goes up and can get the ball. Congratulations. He's got pretty decent hands. I'll give that to him. When the ball hits him in the hands, he usually catches it. I'll give him that. But when you have a limited quarterback, you can't surround him with limited weapons. Like Cedric Wilson did nothing for this offense all year long. The players that succeeded in this offense were players that did well in space, being Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert, giving him the ball, just dumping it to the flats, and Mostert proved to find a lot of success for the Dolphins offense. Gesicki, not only can he not do good when he's pressed, he also can't necessarily do well in space. Again, he's not fast. He doesn't have that quick twitch where he can turn upfield and just gun it. He doesn't have that. And I was a big Mike Gesicki fan with Ryan Fitzpatrick, with even Ryan Tannehill. And I think he still has upside. I think he still has promise where if he goes to a quarterback, like if you give him to an Aaron Rodgers, if you give him to a Justin Herbert, I think he can have a lot of success. But he has to hit the weight room. I think that's the biggest thing for him, is he has to hit the weight room. He needs to hit those squats. My boy has no booty. I'm sorry. That's the best way of putting it. He's got no legs. He's got nothing. He's got little chicken legs. For a tight end, obviously they're much bigger than mine, much bigger than probably anybody listening to this. But he's not built like a football player. If he wasn't 6'6", he just looks like every other dude. And when you're a football player, when you're a tight end, who is one of the most physical players, not a non-lineman, tight end is probably the most physical position on the field because you're blocking everybody, and then you're getting the ball thrown to you these short intermediate routes, and you're pretty much immediately taking a hit. He doesn't have the ability to make somebody miss like a Travis Kelce. He doesn't have the ability to kind of lower the shoulder like a Mark Andrews. Doesn't have the speed like a Darren Waller. So again, what does he do? I've liked Mike Gesicki. I've wanted him to succeed in a Miami Dolphins uniform. It's just unfortunate that he hasn't. I think he can again go out somewhere and find success, but he never found chemistry with Tua. He does not have the ability to get open. He doesn't have the ability to shred tackles. And we're just left with a player that can't do a lot. I think he's going to go out and have success. I'm repeating myself a little bit here, but I do genuinely think he can go out and have a success. But when you're trying to get paid as a player, which I know he is, he's out off his rookie deal now. He got the franchise tag. I don't expect him to get the franchise tag again. I think he's going to find another home. I think we've seen the last plays. I think we've seen the last production out of Mike Gesicki in a Dolphins uniform. And I hate to say it, I don't really mind.